Good evening, Jessica Van Vonderen with ABC News Sunday. 70 school children stranded in flood-ravaged North Queensland have been reunited with their parents. The group had been trapped at a school camp by rising floodwaters for days. The flood crisis has hit the town of Ingham the hardest, with 90% of homes impacted by the big wet. From Ingham, Ria Abrahams reports.
Blissfully unaware of the logistical challenge of retrieving them.
It was awesome.
What was it like?
It was just absolutely breathtaking.
For the stranded school kids, it was just a great big muddy adventure.
We did a lot of fun activities.
We did snorkeling, which was one of the funnest things.
Rising floodwaters trapped the grade 6 students at the camp south of Tully for 4 extra days. Authorities have been closely monitoring the situation. Last night, 3 were airlifted to Cairns for medical reasons. Today, nearly 70 students and 10 teachers were rescued from the campsite.
You know, you've got children been away from home for 5 or 6, sometimes 7 days. They were keen to get home. Waiting for the water to go down would have taken another couple of days. Resupply, a whole range of issues.
Using troop carriers, the children were driven through back roads on banana farms to the Tully airfield. There was time for a quick photo stop before the kids were loaded onto 3 planes and back to their parents waiting anxiously in Townsville.
It's been a really emotional roller coaster for the parents.
Her safety was number one, and I'm glad that they did a really good job of looking after her.
It was a bit worrying because of the amount of rain they had.
The Queensland Premier flew into Ingham to survey the flood damage. Annastacia Palaszczuk met the local disaster management group assessing the situation.
We'll get a better idea about assessments of properties over the next couple of days.
And met with the locals living with the floods.
It's great to see how resilient this community is, and they've seen it before, they know what to do, and I have been absolutely overwhelmed by their positive attitude.
More than 340 properties went under when the Herbert River peaked at 14.7 metres. 90% of homes are flood damaged. This is where the Bruce Highway remains cut off to the north of Ingham, heading towards Cardwell and Cairns. With significant flooding still inundating the road, locals could be stranded for some time yet.
We are definitely better prepared and smarter.
Taking the crisis in their stride.
And we cross live to Ria Abraham in Ingham. Ria, is there any indication when the roads will reopen?
Jess, authorities are asking for patience. They say roads will reopen as soon as possible, but only when it is safe to do so. And that's because in some areas, floodwaters are still as deep as 3 metres. Now, I'm standing on the driveway of our motel here in Ingham, and what is a driveway has been used as a boat ramp over the last few days. SES crews have been ferrying people down the Bruce Highway onto Cooper Street just here and here to the emergency accommodation, as well as delivering medicine to those who just haven't had enough. Now, take a look at this. Yesterday, floodwaters reached all the way up to here. Today, you'll see that there are clear signs that that is subsiding. And while this has been welcome news to locals, it has posed a significant challenge to SES crews as they try and get out and about by boat. So, Jess, while like many of us here tonight in Ingham, we are also cut off.
Thank you. Ria Abraham in Ingham. There were just a couple of showers around Ingham today. Craig Zonker is here with a quick look at the weather. Craig, is more rain on the way?
Yes, Jess. Further north, really, the focus for heavy rain is now over Cape York Peninsula in the monsoon trough. And the onshore flow will continue to bring a few showers to the coast between Cairns and Townsville again tomorrow. Over the next few days, though, it'll be worth watching this low near the Solomons. There's a chance for cyclone development on Tuesday as it moves south, but then atmospheric conditions become less favourable later in the week. Current models suggest it will remain offshore, but bring increased shower activity to central Queensland next weekend. I'll be back later with the full forecast.